Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I want to show you a little thing. I want to talk to you about what happened today because it was so crazy. And if you're hearing a little noise, that's Fezzy. She's purring right now because she's about to go to bed. Because she goes to bed at the same time as us, and she has a little bed over there in the corner. Whatever. But, I want to show you what I got for Advent very quickly. So then I can do this. I can show you, tell you what happened today. So this is what I got. There's a button. But it looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does. Doo-doo. But, so, my mom wanted to do this thing because her boss recommended it. And in this town, let's call it Bearville. So in Bearville, they do fun things for people to get their companies out there and open. And mostly it's for crafters. And what they like to do is show the crafters' craftivity. And they did this thing this weekend. I mean, probably last weekend for you guys. But for me, this weekend, they did it. And it was it was Christmas in Bearville. Remember, that's what we're making up. It's not the actual town. So, what we did was, what happens in Bearville is that you go house to house, and it's actual people's houses, and you go in and you look at all their crafty things. Sometimes it's not their house, it's just someone else's house, but they're letting you. But the first house, I'm going to tell you house by house. The first house we went to, they did stuffed animals, and they did goat soap, and that was pretty cool. Goat milk soap, and they had gelatins and all that fun stuff. And we didn't really buy anything there. We saw some pretty cool things, but it was very high in price range, so we were just like, nah. The second house we went to, the people were so outgoing. They were like, hi there! Just up in your face. And it was very cringeworthy, if you know what I mean. They were like, what can I get you? Some hot chocolate? Coffee? Do you want me to go get you Starbucks? And, oh my gosh, too much. And they're like, you guys are so quiet. You can sit down on the couch. And I'm like, we're quiet people. And she's like, she just gives me a look. And I'm like, okay. And also, by the way, they had this humongous house for just the two of them. It was a couple. And they were, really decked out for Christmas. They had 5 trees in one room. And it looked pretty nice. How can someone pull that off? So it was pretty cool. But we didn't end up buying anything there because their price range was a little high. And also, they did artwork. It was terrible. My mom was like, you could make this at home and it would look better than this. And I'm like, yeah. So we went to the third house, which was my personal favorite. So none of the houses really topped it. But, so I was like, oh, it's probably just going to be one of the boring houses we have been seeing. But when we see their mailbox and it said, Bearville number something. So we see a sign also, pet the alpacas. And I was just like, there's alpacas? I was freaking out because I love alpacas and animals. There was also horses, but we weren't allowed to play with them. But we played with these alpacas for hours. I say hours, like actual hours. And the lady was so nice. And I feel like she's like part of my family. No, I don't think that. Sorry. But she was so nice. And they were selling like things from their wool. And it was so cool. So I have this thing. You can go see them. I'm just gonna show it out there in the world because it's like my personal favorite. It's www.indigomoonfarms.net. Go check them out. And these are all of their alpacas, and they have horses. They have a lot. But my personal favorite was Honey, and she was so soft. Oh wait, no, not Honey. Winona. Winona was my favorite. Here's Winona, because she had like the furriest ears, but she would not let you touch her. But she's like, I can touch you, but you can't touch me. So she would give you like kisses. And also, there was this one, I forget its name, but it was like so mad at me for some reason. I don't know why. But I love this place so much that I was like, I'm buying something here. So, I have a lot of people's business cards now. Wait. I don't think I got theirs. But we did get a few. This is what I got instead of a business card. But these people were so nice, and they made sugar cookies for us, and they gave out like candies, and the lady especially liked us because we were nice with the animals. Because most kids chase the animals, we like pet them. Because I hate little kids. Like I like them, but like at the same time, they can be real annoying. Like, so, kids can, like, chase animals, and it just, like, scars the animals, and I feel so bad for them. But we were so nice with them. She was like, oh, you guys are so cool, yes. But I got a little friend of mine who was $25. I'm like, it said like $20, and I'm like, oh, fine. But 25 is over my range. Here's my range. Here it is. Here it is, right here. But I was like, you know what? I'll just get it anyways. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is what I got. It is so cute. It's a crocheted alpaca. It's so cool. And they're not llamas. If I said llama earlier, I meant alpaca, sorry. Excuse me. But they're so magnificent creatures. Like, So I named this one Honey after honey on here. But, yeah. That was probably my favorite. But we went to this woodworking guy, and we stayed there for a long time. He actually gave us some stuff for free. Wait, I want to show you my pen. I have an alpaca pen. Or llama pen. One of my friends got me that for my birthday. Okay, but I'm just going to skip through. So there was like, actually we bought some things from this other lady. She made this bowl, and most of you guys know that my last name is Byers. So my uncle and aunt's last name is Byers, duh. But since they've been so nice to us during Danny's like thing, it was kind of hard for Danny. Danny's still going through it, but if you guys want to know about that, It was Ben's stupid video game. But we got this, okay, so we got this crocheted, like, bowl from them, and I thought it was cool. So we got that, and it had the letter B in it. So we got that for them because they've been really nice to us. What else? Well, we went to that woodworking guy. Oh, like one of our last houses, I hated so much. There was this little girl, so they were not prepared. So I don't think they're gonna watch this, but they were not. Okay, now it's bedtime, and I need to finish the video. So it's like 8 something. No, not 8 something. It's like almost 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. I'm here too. Danny's here too. You can probably not see her. She's on the bottom bunk. Sorry about the crappy lighting. But I need to put my glasses on to make it look like I'm smart. But then the last place, there was like children running around, and these people were not prepared. Like, they hadn't put out anything, and it was like 2 o'clock at like, no, not at night, but like PM, and it was like, you should have got ready like earlier. Oh wait, we did go to this pottery place, and that was pretty coochie. The ladies were pretty nice, and I'm getting to that. So we were all like, well, my dad was very, like crafty thing out, so my dad wanted to go home. We were about to until we saw the store, and it was number 4, and so there was like in the store, they had like a bunch of crafters. They had no Hunger Games things though, which I was very disappointed. But they had another addiction of mine. I'm trying to get to that, Danny. But what we did, we wanted to look around, and Danny still hadn't had anything. And she really wanted to get something. And Ben got something, I got something. As you can see, alpaca friend. But, so, we were like searching for things, we went to different places, and baboomshka, we found someone that we went to the Renaissance Fair, and we bought something from. I got a time turner, like, you know, the Harry Potter thing? Yeah, a Harry Potter time turner, and it spinned, and it was pretty Gucci, but Danny was just like, oh, I want to see what's over here. Well, my mom did, not Danny. Danny was like, can we just go home now? So we looked, and my dad's like, oh, did you go to the Renaissance Fair? And she's like, yo, and do you still have her card? No, well, it's in my wallet, and I don't want to show the viewers how much money I have, because I am rich to the bone. I showed them how much money I had. Biggity boom boom. Can I show them what I got? In a minute. So Danny was like, do you have any Hunger Games stuff? And she's like, would you like something? And she's like, and Danny's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, maybe I can create something, but I don't have something at the moment. I'm definitely gonna go, since I have her card, I'm gonna ask her like a custom-made Hunger Games thing. But we were like, oh, so we started looking around. I was browsing with Ben. Danny was chatting, and I wasn't chatting. I was listening. Whatever. So we were like, looking at things, and I found these like jar things that she made, and it was night lights, and there was like this miniature version.
I don't really need night lights, but
yeah, night lights are pretty. Well, like we don't need them, but Ben does. Like
they're
seriously
still
does.
sick to have.
Yeah, they're sick.
They're
So-
sick.
So we went to check it out, and I was like, "Look at this, Danny," and my mom's like, "Wow!" And Danny's like, "Oh, that looks cool." And then the lady's like, "If you like it, we have a bigger version." And Danny's like, "Okay, let's look at it." And it was pretty Gucci.
It was only $10,
And she
which
didn't-
was pretty good.
And then she didn't end up buying it, so bye-bye. No, show it to them.
So we have multiple uses for this. So as you can see, there's Harry. There's the it shows so much better in the hiccups in the camera. Wow. So there's the castle. There's Harry flying on his broomstick, catching the snitch, and then there is a snitch on the top. This reminds me of Haymitch's bracelet in the Hunger Games, just like it.
And you can take the light out.
And I like to
Wear it.
hiccups.
Okay, and then she wrapped it in this in tissue paper, and I just think it's so creative how she did it. But I think I'll end this video because it's been 16 minutes. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the alpaca farm to see if you wanted to buy some alpaca stuff. Like, this is pretty Gucci. Like, look at that tom-tom. Like, you guys should buy one. I'm just gonna say they are at the higher prices, but alpaca fur is pretty expensive. So they're putting it at a pretty Gucci price. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.